Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another video. Today guys, as you can see here, I'll be ranking all of the Arrowverse main season villains via this tier list using Tier Maker. Tier Maker seems to be the thing now that people are using to make videos. It's kind of blowing up all over YouTube. So I decided, hey, why don't I try this out for myself and see if you guys enjoy it. So here, as you can see, we have S ranking A, B, C, D, F, and haven't seen. Now, haven't seen is in the case of, I guess, if you don't watch one of these shows or haven't seen one of these villains, then I guess you don't rank them. But in the instance of me watching all these shows, then I've seen all these villains. So I'll be ranking them, of course, S being the best and F being the worst. So without further ado, guys, let's get into now and see where I rank these villains. And I'm curious to know if you guys agree or disagree, and the link to this exact tier list will be in the description if you guys want to actually do this yourself. And let me know where you rank some of your villains, or where you rank all of them if you want to, and tell me what your differences are from mine. Anyways, guys, let's jump into it. Okay, so let's rank. Now, starting off here, we have the one and only Deathstroke. Now, this list is based off villain. If they somehow get redeemed, or in this case, like Deathstroke, becomes allies with Oliver Queen, we don't need to count that. We need to count when they were a villain. So for Deathstroke, Season 2 is phenomenal. Now, I don't know if I love Season 1 or Season 2 more of Arrow, like which one I like more, I'm not really sure, but in terms of Deathstroke being a villain, I gotta give him S. I gotta give him S tier. I gotta give him that top tier. He is a phenomenal villain, and I love the fact that he did change sides and the Mirakura is out of him, and now he's more of an ally to Oliver. I love that, but man, when he was a villain, holy shit, was he fantastic. Now, Ra's al Ghul. Now, Season 3 is a mixed bag. Ra's al Ghul, to me, I think could have been a better villain if he was actually like on screen more, because I remember correctly, he didn't appear for like a little bit in Season 3. Like for the first little bit, I think he was name dropped or something, but we just never got to see him until a little bit into the season. And then when we finally got to see more of him, I think there could have been more they could have done with the character. But overall, I think he's a solid villain, but could have been better. I'm going to give him a B. I could give him a C, but I'm going to stick with B for now. I might change as I go along while filming this, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so B. Thinker. To me, the Thinker is the worst villain from The Flash. To me, Cicada's even better. Like, Gritty Cicada. He's better than the Thinker. I gotta give the Thinker, I'm sorry, he's not terrible. I'll give him a D, because he does some stuff, but overall, he's very lackluster. But I'll give him a D, because there is, I think, a villain or two that deserve an F. So I don't think I'll give Thinker. I might switch it. I might change it. But for right now, I'm going to give him a D at this exact second. Richard Dragon, Ricardo Diaz. Kind of a bummer way how he went out, because I was under the impression for a while that he's not actually dead. He'll come back. But it seems like he's done. So, but for what he did, he fucked up some shit. But I don't know where I would rank him though. I'm gonna give him a C. I'm gonna give him a C. Now, right now we got an A. Still have to fill it. We have an F to still fill at this point. Now, obviously, this could be changing as I'm going along. Maybe once I finish, I might move somebody around. But Damien Dark here, going in the F slot. Has to. I'm sorry. Damien Dark, to me, was the worst choice to make for an Arrow villain. I think Damien Dark would have made more sense for Legends of Tomorrow, which eventually he did end up being that, but he should have started off somewhere else, not on Arrow, because it really drastically changed the show, and it doesn't help the fact that literally Season 4 overall is just the worst thing that the Arrowverse has ever done. But Damien Dark has to go in the F. Now, I'm noticing here Lex Luthor is on here. Now, Lex Luthor, to me, yes, he's considered the main villain of Season 4 of Supergirl, but he's not been in it that much. But what he's manipulated, what he's done, Lex Luthor has been phenomenal so far. And I'm excited to see what he does, because he's going to be back in the season finale of Supergirl Season 4. But I'm going to have to give him an A so far. Maybe a B. Well, And he's a better he's been a better villain than Ra's al Ghul in the couple episodes he's been in so far. I'm gonna give him an A right now. That might I'm not gonna give him an S because he's not been a perfect villain because he's not he has to be on screen more to earn that tier where Deathstroke is. Now Rain is a phenomenal villain. Now some people were getting apparently tired of her character as it's went along with the show. For me, I don't agree with that at all. I felt like Rain was amazing as it continued. Just I love her presence. I love the fact that she beat the living shit out of Kara. I don't like that Kara got beat up, but the fact that they showed how powerful she was, that fight in the mid-season finale of season 3 was phenomenal. Rain is going to go down in history to me as the best villain of Supergirl they've ever had. I don't think they'll be able to top Rain, and this might be a little controversial to some people, but I'm going to place Rain in the S ranking. I fucking love Rain. Such a phenomenal villain. I love it. I wasn't sure if Supergirl was ever going to get a villain to that level, and they did. And Rain was fun. I just fucking love what they did with that. Malekith, is that what his name is here from Legends of Tomorrow? A character who we kept hearing his voice. We didn't really see him. The design is cool, but that does not make a good villain. What makes a good villain is what impact did they have on the show, and for me personally, Malekith didn't really do much. So I'm going to put Malekith in the D ranking. I'm very sorry. Yes, voiced by, oh god, who was he voiced by? Oh shit. Oh, I forget his name. But regardless, I think the villain could have been a lot better. And unfortunately, he was not. Tobias Whale. Is that? Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Yes. Pretty solid villain. And Black Lightning, to me, is a good show. It really is. Now, I have not seen Season 2. I know that might be a detractor from this ranking. But based off what he did in Season 1, I don't know what he's done in Season 2 because I haven't been able to keep up via my schedule. But Tobias Whale, to me, was a pretty solid villain. So I'm going to give him a B ranking because he did some pretty messed up shit in that first season overall. Prometheus, I'm going to just put him up there right now. S. Oh, another fantastic villain on Arrow. And so good. And people have coined Prometheus as being Oliver's Joker. Like, he is the Green Arrow's Joker. He was so damn good. And I like the surprise twist that everyone thought Adrian Chase, clearly he's not Prometheus. He's Vigilante, who they've also introduced. Nope, they did a flip, and I love it because right before they revealed that he's Prometheus, they had a sequence where Prometheus and Vigilante fought. I'm like, oh shit, and then they reveal, it was so good. So damn good. But yeah, I gotta give Prometheus top slot ranking S. Such a phenomenal villain. I still think about how great of a villain that was because he totally changed everything. He really did. And when they brought him back for season 6 as a hallucination situation they did, it was people got so excited because he's such a phenomenal villain, and the actor is just great as well. I mean, I love the fact that him and Oliver, Stephen Amell, are such great friends in real life because it made their rivalry on the show during season 5 that much better. Anyways, moving on. Vandal Savage. Season 1 of Legends I overall enjoyed. I feel like he was the weakest aspect of it personally, besides Hawkgirl and Hawkman, Hawkgirl. That's the way it goes, not back and forth. But Vandal Savage is okay. He's okay. Yeah, he's okay. I guess he's okay. Yeah. I'll give him a D. I'll give him a D. No, you know what? No, I'll give him a C. I'll give him a C. I felt like Vandal Savage did a good amount because Legends to me felt most cohesive with season 1 and season 2, and we'll get to them. Actually, they're actually next, so that's good with the Legion of Doom. But Vandal Savage was overall a solid villain, but he could have been way better. He should have been way better because it's Vandal Savage. But yeah. So the Legion of Doom here, it's kind of hard to see a picture, but it's Reverse Flash, Damien Dark, and that's Malcolm Merlyn. Malcolm Merlyn's next after that too. So, but the Legion of Doom on Legends Season 2 was pretty solid as well. When they announced it, the hype was real, but I wasn't really sure how it was going to go over in terms of their performance. But I got to say, they did a pretty good job teaming up. So I'm going to give the Legion of Doom, I'm going to give them a B. I feel like they did a better job than Vandal Savage, because Vandal Savage is such an iconic DC character, an iconic villain in the DC comics. And to me, the Legion of Doom did a better job, even though he was kind of switching in and out between the characters, because they weren't all on screen at the same time, for the most part. But when they were, I think it felt more villainous. It felt more evil than it was than Vandal Savage. So I got to give them a B rating. Malcolm Merlyn, yes, for the first, season 1 villain, great. And then as we continued, he was a frenemy or whatever, and he gets flipped back forth. And of course, when he's revealed that Thea's actual dad, it changed the dynamic. But Malcolm Merlyn as a villain has been great, and I do miss him on the show. I'm going to give him an A rating. He launched the Arrowverse in a great way when that first season of Arrow. He was such a good villain, and I really dig that. Reverse Flash, I'm just going to put it up there right now. Reverse Flash is S. I wish that picture wasn't like that. It's just his body. The head's completely cut off. But Reverse Flash, come on. I've always said this. Season 1 starts off with Reverse Flash. Makes total sense. Love the twist that he's not really Wells and it's Thawne. Great. I've always said that the first season of The Flash needs to be Reverse Flash centric, and the last season, the very last season, has to be Reverse Flash centric. Now, if you've been watching season 5 of Flash, which most of you probably have while you're watching this video, that Reverse Flash, it seems to be he's the main big bad of this season. But I think they're setting up down the road that when they get to the final season of The Flash, that he's going to be the main focus once again. What he's accomplished and what he's done on this show, and what he's done in the Arrowverse too on Legends as well. And that fight in season 1 where he fought Oliver, Barry, and he also fought Ronnie. Yeah, Ronnie. Robbie's the actual actor's name. Fought all 3 of them and was able to take them on. And then just seeing what he's done and how he's manipulating Nora Allen and all the things he's done, you got to give Reverse Flash props to give him the top ranking for sure. Emiko Queen is on here, so she's not really done much. I think that's what's really pushing her up in my list in terms of villainous is because she is related to Oliver, yet she hasn't done too much. She's killed Dante. And yes, she did allow the information about Robert Queen, the Queen's Gambit going down and her father Robert dying, and of course Oliver was supposed to die as well, or whoever was on the boat was going to get fucked because she had the plans, but she did not reveal them. But Emiko, I think for me has been okay, could be better, but you know what? I'll give Emiko a D because I feel like she hasn't done too much besides that one aspect, which is a major blow to the fact that Oliver's like, I had the plans that I could have saved our father's life, but I didn't do it. Besides that, she hasn't really done much. Oliver's trying to redeem her, so I'm gonna give her a D. We have oh god, what is her name? Lena Luthor. Is it Lena Luthor? Wait, what's her name? Not Lena Luthor. No. I don't remember her name. Mama Luthor. I'll call her Mama Luthor. She's done okay. I'll give her a D, right? When she was in her I don't think she was exactly in Lex's suit, but when she was in that suit, kind of like Lex's, kind of cool. Cicada, F. Sorry, Cicada. They don't have Cicada on here, or Grace Cicada. Gracie, we gotta get over there. Oh, come on, Cicada's terrible. Zoom, bam, S ranking. Zoom's perfect. Love Zoom. Can't get enough of Zoom. Saw the actor Teddy Sears, I think that's his name, Teddy Sears, on some show. I don't remember what show it was on. Chicago. I don't fucking know. Anyways, saw him, and I'm like, what the fuck is Zoom doing on here? And I was tweeting out, freaking out. Clearly, I know the actors moved on. But man, when they had the 100th episode of The Flash this year, and then we had Teddy Sears come back as Hunter Zolomon, Zoom for a couple seconds. He couldn't film much. It was so good. So good. Wish he was back for more. Damn it. Missed that character. I really missed, because Zoom, one-upped in that instance where he beat the shit out of Barry and then drug him around the city to the paper and then to the police precinct. Come on. He almost killed Barry. Got to give props to Zoom, okay? One of the best villains in the Arrowverse. Last one on this list. I don't know if there's anyone missing particularly. Don't think there's anybody missing. Well, we might be missing, what is his name from season 1 of Supergirl? Forget his name. Yeah, probably missing that. Wasn't there a season 2 villain of Supergirl too that we're missing here? I don't know. Regardless, this is the list that I found. So if there's anybody missing, sorry. Savitar, the last one here. You know, for me, I overall enjoyed Savitar. I like the reveal that it's a time remnant berry. I like that, personally do. I overall enjoyed the season. I know that there are some people that didn't like it because it was really dark, really sad, really emotional, it was too much. I think it was pretty good for the Flash to go down that direction. I felt like it had to go to, especially with them teasing Iris is going to die. So yeah, Savitar, I think he deserves his props. So I'm going to give Savitar a B. That's what I'm going to stick with, Savitar B. So, there you have it. Oh, there's an ad for Mortal Kombat. Anyways, there you have it. That is my current ranking. Let me see if I'm 100% correct on this, or in my mind, this is where I want to go before I end the video here. Deathstroke, Rain, Prometheus, Reverse Flash, Zoom for S tier. I think I'm pretty stuck with that. I'm not going to move those. A tier, we have Lex Luthor and Malcolm Merlin. I think that's pretty good. B, Ra's al Ghul, Tobias Whale, Legion of Doom, Savitar. I think I'm going to move Ra's down one. Yeah, I'm going to move Ra's down here to C. So C, we have Richard Dragon, Vandal Savage, Ra's al Ghul. I'm better with that. Thinker, Malekith, right? Emiko and Mama Luthor. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. And F being Cicada and Damien Dark. Yeah, I'll stick with that. Yeah, so that's my ranking. So there you have it, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys, overall, what is your final ranking? Where do you rank these villains? What do you think of this list? And overall, what are your thoughts about the Arrowverse villains overall? And who are you hoping to see next season with all these shows? With the upcoming Batwoman show, which knows going to be Alice, so we know that. But Flash Season 6, who do you want to see being the main villain? Supergirl Season 5, who do you want to see as the main villain? Legend Season 5, who do you want to see as the main villain? And Arrow Season 8, even though it's going to be 10 episodes, there's going to be some sort of villain, right? I guess, besides Anti-Monitor. But anyways, that's the not the reaction. Had a long day. Took me a while to get this damn video made. So anyways, guys, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.